Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Melani Putri and my student number is 2110118.20012. Today I will presenting about the form meetings. The first, there are video graphing solution to two variable linear equations. The questions: create a graph of a linear equation 5x plus 2y equals 20. Next, for 5x plus 2y equals 20, to make it simple and easier to do, we solve for the y. So 5x plus 2y minus 5x equals 20 minus 5x. Subtract 5x from the both sides. So we get 2y equals 20 minus 5x. So we divided both sides by 2. So we get 2 divided by 2y equals 20 divided by 2 minus 5x divided by 2. And we have y equals 10 minus 5x divided by 2. By using the equation y equals 10 minus 5x divided by 2, we're gonna search the x values and see what the corresponding y values are. If x equals 0, so y equals 10 minus 0, and we have 10. If x is 2, so y equals 10 minus 2 equals 10 minus 5 equals to 5. If x is 4, so y equals 10 minus 4, so 10 minus 5 times 2 equals to 0. and we can see the graphic in right side. There point 4.0, 2.5 and 0.10 from this table. Next, I will explain about vocabulary. The first from vocabulary is odd. The first from vocabulary is odd. Odd numbers are those numbers which not completely divisible by 2, and when it divided by 2 leaves the remainder 1. An odd number is defined as an integer of the form n equals to k plus 1. This classification applies only to integers. For example, there are 1, 3, 5, 7. For example, there are 1, 3, 5, and 7. Number 2 is even. Even numbers are those numbers which are divisible by 2, and when divided by 2 leaves no remainder or as 0. A formal definition of an even number is an integer of the form n equals to k, where k is an integer. We can see in the right side there example odd and example even. Next, the vocabulary is number 3. There are absolute value. Absolute value refers to the distance of a number from zero, regardless of direction. The distance is always positive, as of as absolute value of a number cannot be negative. In practice, absolute value means to remove any negative sign in front of a number and to think of all numbers as positive. To show that we want the absolute value of something, we put a symbol like this, marks either side. They are called bars and are found on the right side of the keyboard, like this example. 3 absolute value equals 3, and absolute value from -9. Rounding means making a number seem 4, but keeping its value close to what it was. The result is less accurate, but easier to use. Next, number 4 is round up. Round up is to raise a number to the nearest whole number, or 10, 100, or 1000 above it. If the number are you reading is followed by 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, round the number up. Example, 38 round to the nearest 10 is 40. 7.5 usually round up to 8. Number 5 is round down. Round down is to lower or a number to the nearest whole number, or round down is to lower a number to the nearest whole number, or 10, 100, or 1000 below it. If the number you are reading is followed by 0, 1, 2, 3, or 4, round the number down. Example, 33 round to the nearest 10 is 30. 7.1 round down to 7. Number 6 is bisector. In geometry, a bisector is a line that divides something to. In geometry, a bisector is a line that divides something into two equal parts. You can bisect line segments, angles, and more. You can see the picture. Bisector is a red line. Next, number 7 is centroid. The centroid is a center point of the object. It is the center of gravity. The centroid should always lie inside the object. Number 8 is median. Median is the middle of the short list of number or data. To find the median, place the numbers in value order and find the middle number. For example, there are numbers from 10, 11, 13, 15, 16, 23, and 26. And 15 is the middle number. If the data set is even, then the mean value or average for the middle two numbers is called the median of the given data set. For example, median of 4, 5, 6, and 7 is the median of 5, 5 and 6. E, A, 5 and 5. Next, number 9 is finite. Finite. Number 9 is finite. Finite itself describes that isn't countable. Finite refers to a limited set of values or a countable set of numbers. For example, A is the set of natural numbers less than 6. A equals 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Since set A has 5 elements, so elements can be counted. The last vocabulary is infinite. The word infinite means it is not finite or uncountable. Infinite is number elements cannot be counted. EA, if elements are infinite. For example, be a set of all natural numbers. So A equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the next number. So next I will explain about example. The first example is example 1. The question: the large of two numbers is equal to 14 more than 3 times the smaller number. Find the smaller number if their difference is 38. Solution: use a variable to represent the unknown is the problem that is the smaller number. Let the smaller number is n. Translating the first sentence into an algebraic equation. Translating the first sentence into the algebraic. Translating the first sentence into an algebraic equation. So, large number is 14 more than larger number is 14 more than 3 times the smaller number. So 3 times the smaller number plus 14. So we will get a larger number is 3n plus 14. Translating the second sentence into an algebraic equation. Larger number minus smaller number is 38. Substituting our variables given us. Larger number minus smaller number is 38. So the larger number is 3n plus 14 minus smaller number is n equals 38. So 3n minus n plus 3n minus n plus 14 is 2n. So 3n minus n plus 14 equals 38. So 3n minus n is 2n plus 14 minus 14. And the right side, 38 minus 15, 2. So we can get 2n equals to 40. So we get the 2n equals to 24. And we substitute again. 2n divided by 2 equals to 24. So 2n minus 2 equals to 24 minus 2. So we can get n is 12. So the smaller number is 12. Next example is example 4. The question is, Sandy is 4 times as old as Robbie is now. In 10 years, Sandy will be 6 years older than Robbie. How old are they now? Solution. Use a variable for Robbie's age and determine the symbolic representation of Sandy's age with the same variable. Let Robbie's age is x and Sandy's age is 4 times the Robbie's age. So the Sandy's age is 4x. Robbie's age will be x plus 10 in 10 years. Means we will add 10 to each other age. Robbie's age will be x plus 10 and Sandy's age will be 4x plus 10. Translating the second sentence and substitute the future variables. Sandy's age equals Robbie's age plus 8. Sandy's age equals Robbie's age plus 6. So the Sandy's age is 4x plus 10 equals x Sandy's age equals Robbie's age plus 6. 4x plus 10 equals x plus 10 plus 6. So 4x plus 10 equals x plus 16. The next, subtract 10 from both sides. So 4x plus 10 minus 10 is x plus 4x plus 10 minus 10 equals x plus 16 minus 10. So we get subtract x from both sides. 4x minus x equals x plus 6 minus x. So we get 3x equals to 6. 3x equals 6. Divide both sides by 3. So 3 divided by 3x plus 3 divided by 3x equals 6 divided by 3. So we can get x equals 2. So Robbie's current age is 2 and Sandy's current age is 8. Next is example 5. The question: Jessica is 27 years old and Melissa is 21 years old. How many years ago was Jessica twice as old as Melissa? Solution: use a variable to represent the unknown. The unknown is the problem that is number of the years in the past with letter x. Let the number of years in the past is x. Therefore, x years ago, Jessica was 27 minus x. years old and Melissa was 21 minus X years old. The relationship X years ago was Jessica age equals 2 times the Melissa's age. Substituting the past age, the equation for the problem would be Jessica's age equals 2 times to Melissa's age. So, 27 minus X equals 2 times to 21 minus X. 27 minus X equals 42 minus 2X. Move the X to the left side and move to X to the left side and 27 to the right side. So we get 2X minus X equals 42 minus 27. So we get X equals 15 years ago. We have to compute the girl's age 15 years ago. Jessica was 27 minus 15 equals 12 years. Jessica was 27 minus 15 equals 12 years ago. And Melissa was 21 minus 15 equals to 6 years ago. So the final answer is Jessica was twice as old as Melissa is 15 years ago. The last example is example 6. The question: two cars are traveling on the same highway toward each other from towns that are 150 mi apart. One car is traveling at 60 mph, while the other is traveling 50 mph. If they start at the same time, how much time to the nearest minute will have passed at the moment when they pass each other? Solution: decide what is given and what have to find by drawing a picture. The picture shows that total distance equals distance traveled by faster car plus distance traveled by slower car. Since the cars start and pass each other at the same time, the time they have both traveled is the same. Use variable to represent it. Let time traveled by both cars equals t. Using the relationship distance equals root times 2 time, our model becomes 150 equals 60t plus 50t. 150 equals 110t. 110t equals 150. Divided both sides by 110. 110 divided by 110t equals 150 divided by 110. So t equals 1.36. So t equals 1.37 round up. So 1.37 times to 60 minutes is 1.37 times to 60 minutes is 82.2 minutes. So we have 1 hour and 22 minutes. So the last answer is 20. So the last answer is 82.2 minutes, or 1 hour and 22 minutes. Thank you for attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.